Week 6.
Week 6. Welcome back.
Yeah. Had to restart this one. Jets were going over a lot right there.
Yeah,
So
Jets are flying, so we might have
two.
some breaks.
Yeah.
Cut throughout the podcast.
But yeah, so we were saying that everything is going up live now. Got the Spotify together. You said YouTube.
Yeah.
Everything's together, right?
Yep. Just gonna have most all those 6 episodes done by tomorrow, and then we can start posting.
There we go.
And then I was gonna say, I don't know, like we'll talk about, since we're so far ahead, like what we want to do. But
yeah, big ideas, big plans coming.
Big plan.
But yeah, so today we're gonna talk about. We got a couple different topics. What do you want to start with? You want to start with restaurant stuff or online friends?
Well, let's start with the online friends.
Okay, online friends.
So when we say online friends, it sounds a little sus, you know. It's like, what were you guys into? No, but like meeting someone through like a video game or something, and then like becoming friends with them, and even like going to see them in real life and like meet them for real.
Which happens.
Which does happen.
It's
happened to both of us.
Yeah, we've both done it, but like, even today on TikTok, I saw someone that was like, I'm meeting the people I play like Warzone with for the first time at TJ Fridays. I was like, oh, dude, like, oh yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's pretty cool after.
It is pretty cool. So do you want to start off with your guys?
Yeah, I'll start off. So, shoot, I'm trying to think how old I was. This would have been my freshman year of high school because I couldn't drive yet. I know for a fact I couldn't drive yet. So this is freshman year of high school. I'm playing Xbox, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. Best Call of Duty game there is.
Modern Warfare 2.
Where it was at, 100%. And playing these games, ended up going to a lobby, got on the same team as these guys, and it was like a demolition or search and story, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We're messing around, playing and everything. There's like 5 different guys on some other team, and I don't know, they're kind of like joking around, having fun, and they say like, "Hey, do you want to do you want to back out, join our party, like play with us?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, fuck it, sure, like let's do it." So we do that. We start playing. We play the whole night. Yeah, like 2 a.m. we play.
I was going to say like 2 a.m.
Yeah, we played 2 a.m. That's back when I could stay up till 2 a.m. Now I can't do it anymore. Played till 2 a.m. Got everyone's gamer tag thing. Saved all of them, like friends and stuff. And kept playing with them. Like, long story short, kept playing with them over and over again for like almost like the whole entire year. Because I think I met them in the summer going into my freshman year. And then I was at the end of my freshman year after playing with them for like close to a year at that time. Someone was just saying like, Benton, you should come to Ohio. Like, that's where we all live and stuff. And I was like, yeah.
They all knew each other.
Yeah, they all were friends. All 5 of these guys. They all went to high school together in New Albany, Ohio is where they lived. And they were all 1 year above me. That's what they said. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, fuck it. Like, let me ask my dad. Like, and I asked my dad. Oh, there's the cat. And asked my dad, asked my mom, and yeah, for some weird ass reason, they were just like, yeah, sure.
And that is so funny to me.
Yeah. So, yeah, parents, I was very surprised that my mom and my dad were both kind of on board with it at the time. I mean, that was still, I think, when the divorce was a little bit fresh, maybe they were playing a little like, yeah, sure, whatever makes you happy, kid. Like, and stuff. Like, just remember that I said yes and your mom said no, or your dad said no and mom said yes. Like, I forgot who said it, but my dad, he said he had some type of thing in Ohio, in Columbus, which was near them. So he was like, yeah, like, I mean, I'll just take you with me. I'm gonna be in Columbus anyway, like playing golf and chilling. So you can go to New Albany. I'll just drop you off there. So lo and behold,
then you could like check it out. So
yeah. So my dad came with me. Dad came with me. Obviously, we talked to like one of the person's parents of the house I was staying at and everything. I had seen all of them like on FaceTime and Instagram, Facebook. So like, I know these 5 people aren't like 5 50-year-old men child predators.
Unless all 5 of them were in collusion.
Yeah, unless they're on collusion with some big syndicate. So pretty much, Richard and I, we fly out there. and we meet the parents, and we meet all the guys, and I remember rolling up to their house, getting in their driveway, and it's me and like 5 or 8 dudes all standing there. I got pictures too. If I find them, I'll put them up.
Okay.
And it was so weird. Like, it's so awkward at first. Everyone's just really quiet.
Yeah.
And they're all just like, holy shit, like, you're actually here. Like, this is real. Like, you actually did it. We thought you were kind of joking. Like, we knew it was happening, but at the same time, like, that's probably it. Like, there's no way.
That's funny.
And it happened. We met. I showed up on a Thursday.
Didn't you go to
And I went to school with them on a Friday. Said I was transferring there.
That was so funny.
Lied to all the principals, teachers, said I was going to be going there in school and stuff. Walked around, went out with them, went to a party and stuff, hung out, then peaced out on a Sunday. And then a year later, did it again by myself this time. Flew out there, hung out with them for a weekend. And then a year after that, took a train all the way down to Myrtle Beach with these guys because they had one of the families had a house on there. Took a train all the way down to Myrtle Beach. They picked me up. I was there with them for like a whole week.
Nice.
It would be a great time, great group of guys. I still are in touch with some of them and hit them up every now and then just to see how they're doing. But
awesome.
Yeah, crazy story. You meet group of guys on Xbox, and who would have thought?
That's wild.
All right, so yeah, that's pretty much my story there about the Ohio boys. Shout out to Grant, Peter, Austin, Isaac, Josh. There were so many of them. Or one of them was Spencer, and then other one, the first guy I met was named Remy.
Nice.
That guy was a hoot. But yeah, love those guys. So funny, great story there, and I know they tell people too, like all the time, or not all the time, but like situations. But yeah, one time I met a guy on Xbox and then met him in real life.
Yeah, that is so funny. I have somewhat experience with that. So our friend Robert, who we went to high school with for a couple of years, like you knew him from the elementary school, didn't you? No. Did he go to?
He did.
He did?
Robert I believe he went to North Christian Elementary School. I was in there I think he left in like 2nd grade, and I showed up in 3rd.
Gotcha.
And then he came back.
In high school?
I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so since Robert went to the Norfolk campus, I didn't know Robert. I thought you did. But anyway, Robert had a friend who he had met on Xbox and had like been playing with for a little bit. And I was playing with Robert one time, and this friend joined. And like sort of met him. He was like a total dick. Total dick. Yeah. Like such an asshole to me.
I remember hearing about him. You're like, oh, fuck, I hate this guy.
Yeah, like it was like, dude, like this dude's an asshole. Like, do not care. Anyway, time goes by. I guess like playing with Robert more. Like ended up playing with him more, and like I don't even really know like.
Playing with Rylan and Cody and all them too.
Yeah, I think like
Phillip,
Colin, Phillip.
That gang.
Yeah, like all of them. And as time went on, like, dude wasn't such an asshole anymore. I think he was just like being an internet troll at first.
Yeah. What a rice gum.
And turns out, like, now I've known him for how long? Like, he comes down here, you know, it's Nick.
Oh, okay, so you are talking about Nick.
Yeah, Nick Petrone.
Yeah, Nick comes down.
So, like,
I've met him too and stuff like that. Funny guy. I can definitely tell where the dickness like comes from. I think that's just more his personality, the sarcasm, and
plus like we were young. Like that was when Zombies was like you had to like take a bus to different parts of the zombie map.
Oh, you're on Transit?
Yeah, Transit.
Transit, I think, was the second DLC map in Black Ops, or that was in Black Ops 2.
Yeah, maybe it was Black Ops 2.
So I'm trying
I'll
see when Black Ops 2 came out.
So we would play that a bunch, and that's when I remember first meeting him. But love Nick, man. He's a funny dude.
2012.
2012. So that's 8 years old at this point. That's crazy.
2012 is when you met. That's where you met. That's when Black Ops 2 came out.
Or around that time.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Crazy.
And then another dude that I met with Phillip. his name's Travis. He lives in Chicago.
That's the guy I thought you were talking
I've
about.
never met him in real life, but like we used to FaceTime and like talk, and I like got a Snapchat and like all that. And he was awesome, man. He was such a cool kid. He was in 8th grade, I think, when we were.
He was older than us, isn't he?
Travis is much younger than
Oh,
us.
he's younger?
Much younger.
Oh,
like,
I thought he was older than us.
I think I remember him being like 3 or 4 years younger than us.
Okay.
And then Nick is about a year or so older than me. I think his birthday's in August. I can never remember the exact date. If I had to guess, it'd be August 9th. But he's a year older than us. So. But yeah, those are my 2 experiences with meeting people online. I've never had a bad one. And I met Nick in person. I would go meet Travis. If I was in Chicago, I would hang out with him.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I've had any other online type of stuff before. I think it's just the Ohio dudes.
I feel like the video game community, though, is like...
Dude, I
if
feel like
you
now
meet
it's
the
more
right-
common. Now I feel like now it's
Yeah.
more common for that shit to happen, especially with like the FaceTime, because that shit was not like really around at the time. Skype.
Yeah.
When I was
No,
with the Ohio
exactly.
boys, Skype was the thing. And
What happened to Skype, man? They waited so long to just
I feel like-
stop making money, man.
I
Everyone's
think-
into video calling now.
I think someone bought Skype or something like that happened. Yeah, 'cause Skype used to be the shit. That was like what? That was the biggest thing ever.
Yeah.
That was before FaceTime and everything.
Yeah, everyone was using Skype.
Yeah.
I used to Skype people all the time.
Oh yeah, same. Dude, Skype was so much fun. It was weird too. I have the like the ringtone, like the calling
like-
sound in my head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I had that stuck in
And
my
like
head.
when it disconnects and like
Mm-hmm.
a little
Yeah.
it's so stupid.
Yeah.
I can't believe that they died out right before video chatting was like.
Yeah, something happened. I don't know exactly the stories. I want to say someone bought Skype, like where there was like Cisco or something like that.
You know what I was thinking about today?
What?
So Blockbuster went out of business, right?
Yeah, I
Like-
think there's still one out there, but it's more of a museum now.
Someone should buy up Blockbuster. Like I'm sure, like the name itself is like cheap. I mean, it's probably millions of dollars, but like not, and make it into like a Netflix or something like that, where they like offer something, but
Sure.
somehow do it better.
I mean,
Bring Blockbuster.
I mean,
back.
literally, Netflix just made a documentary about Blockbuster and how Netflix killed Blockbuster.
Really?
It's like literally all the memes and you ever seen the memes and jokes?
Disrespectful.
Everyone was saying like, this is like you killing someone and then making a documentary about you killing it and bragging to the whole world about it and
Yeah.
getting away with it at the same time. Because that's what they did.
Yeah.
They destroyed.
I haven't seen it. I
Yeah.
want to see it.
They destroyed a company and then they
Made a
Right.
documentary about how they murdered a company.
yeah.
That's so funny. But yeah, I was thinking about that today. I'm like, why didn't some rich person who has more money than they know what to do with, who wants to do something funny, bring back Blockbuster, but like make it better than all the other streaming services?
Yeah.
Like make Blockbuster where you have to go to get Netflix, Disney Plus. Like, how funny would that be or something?
That'd be fun. All right, so we'll get into restaurant stories now. So I've never worked in the restaurant industry,
That's all I've done.
but Christian has what, 8 years?
No, not 8, because I didn't do it for all that long. I was 18 when I started.
Really? I thought you started at like 17. I thought you started junior year of like high school.
No, I didn't do it high school. I did it right after high school. Senior
sure?
senior
Really?
summer was my first summer, yeah.
Damn, I thought you started during like school.
No, it would have been like 2015 summer
Okay. And
till 2020.
so
is
okay,
when I-
5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're in it for 5 years. You worked at a place called Hidden Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
You worked at Huddle House.
Yeah.
You worked at Union Ale House.
Yep.
And I feel like I'm missing one. Was there something else, I feel like?
No.
No? Is that it?
Yeah, that was it. I mean, I worked at other restaurants. Like I worked at for like a day or a couple of days to like help out.
Yeah.
This North End Pizza. I've worked
Remember
there.
that? Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking of.
I've been a delivery driver there and then a dishwasher there. I've never like cooked there or anything like that.
Okay.
And I think that's about it. worked at an ice cream shack for like a couple of days, handful of days.
I don't know.
It's up in Pennsylvania, so when I was staying up there, like, and it was never like full time or anything like that. It was like
Under the
literally
table.
a handful of days, yeah. And I think that's about all my food service experience.
Okay. So, let's go with, I want to say the worst one that you worked, or you had the most stories with, would be Huddle House. Right?
I'd say like Huddle House and the Hidden Pearl.
Yeah, I feel like those are where the two stories are going to come from. I know one of them. Let's start with the Pearl. Or no, let's start with Huddle House. Let's go there. Because you were at Huddle House for one summer?
Yeah, I was only there. It wasn't even a summer. It was from January to about May.
Okay.
So
you were there for like 6 months?
Yeah, or so.
Alright, so...
Because that's when I started lifeguarding, after I quit there.
And I guess we can talk about Huddle House, or if anything applies to Hidden Pearl, you can do it, because I'll kind of ask broad questions here. So,
yeah, I'll tell you.
What is it like? Well, let's start with this. What's the culture, and what are the people like that work behind on the line, like in the kitchen area? What are those type of people?
So, like, I would say most of them are arrogant, like, in a way, like, you do it my way. Like, especially the people who've been there the longest. They're like...
I know better.
And they see so many people come and go, like, quit, like, this, that, that, like, they treat everyone like shit because they don't think they're going to see them for that long.
They literally don't. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, like, these people work there and they hate it, but they can't leave because they get paid enough to, like, put up with it. Yeah. But they'll, like, treat the new people like trash, and, like, I don't know, I'd just always take it. Like, I wouldn't even, like, care. I just, like, take it on the chin. I'm like, yeah, dude, like, I'm not good at this.
Or you're like, right, whatever. Jeff. I'm a piece of shit. You're definitely right. Thanks.
Exactly. I just, like, play into it, and then I just keep doing my job and be like, you know, I know what I'm doing is, like, helping. I'm not, like, and I know when I mess up. Like,
yeah.
But that's mainly, like, thinking about, like, Huddle House.
I feel like that's the toxic people.
The one dude, like, he wouldn't talk to, like, he was just quiet. Like, and not in, like, any sort of, like, he just didn't really ever say much. But there were times that, like, he would say something, like, to somebody or whatever, and people would be like, ooh, like, he would, like, snap on them.
Yeah.
But, no, and then working at the oceanfront, like, you get all sorts of type of people working with you.
Yeah.
Like, I've had just about, like, homeless people, and that's not to say, like, you know, that's awesome, like, if you want to get a job, but works with homeless people that, like, show up sometimes, don't show up other times.
They're not consistent.
And then, like, worked with, like, J1 students, so, like, people who come over from, like, Eastern Europe and
the
stuff.
visas, yeah.
Yeah. And they're awesome. I met one dude.
They are, right?
His name's Christian. He worked 3 jobs the entire summer. He was the thing that Morgan did down at...
Umbrella. He was Cabana Boy?
He was Cabana Boy during the day, and then at night he worked at the Hidden Pearl or this other burger joint where, like, all he did was flip burgers. And at the Hidden Pearl, he was, like, the dishwasher and sort of side help. And the Cabana Boy during the day. And this dude was, like, 5'5", but like 185 pounds of straight, like,
jack. Just a jack, dude.
He was gonna be in he's from Bulgaria. He was training to be in the Bulgarian army, like special freaking forces, he was saying. He's like jumping out of airplanes and stuff, but he blew out his knee or his, like, something.
Oh, I remember this guy. I remember that yeah.
And he was younger than me, I think. I think he was a year younger than me. And he's like, yeah, like, I was training to be in the special forces. And I'm, like, working at this restaurant at the oceanfront, like, damn. I wish I was working for the special forces. No, but it was just, like, funny. And he came over to America and, yeah, worked that whole summer. He was awesome. But worked with all sorts of other type of people, too.
I know you saw some people, certain people at the Hidden Pearl, at the oceanfront. You see people.
Oh, yeah. Tourists. Well, the other thing is, too, like, I worked with 2 people who overdosed on fentanyl, like heroin with fentanyl.
Really?
Yeah, down at the oceanfront.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Had 2 people die, and one of them, and not one of those 2, and the third guy, go back on a meth binge for like 6 to 8 months.
Right.
But he, as far as I last heard, he was clean. But you were like, dude,
That's
like,
wild. What?
yeah, I was working at the oceanfront, one place, the Hidden Pearl, and this place had literally maybe like,
15.
with everyone who quit through the summer, like maybe 20 employees. Yeah. With everyone who quit.
Dude, that was a funny place.
Yeah, dude, you see some wild stuff at the oceanfront.
What's like a crazy thing that you've seen or you've done? You don't have to say that you've done it, but you can say that someone else did it. But are there any crazy stories about with like food and stuff? I mean, you know, you see the you're mean to the waitress, and the waitress goes back and spits in your food and stuff like that.
So I've never worked anywhere where I've been cooking that a waitress or waiter comes back and like says someone was mean to them, and then anyone does anything to the food.
Yeah. Because,
I mean, you got to think about it. Most of the time, like, someone's complaining after they already have their food.
Sure, no one's complaining before.
So, I mean, there are, like, there's people that you can sort of tell that, like, just by the way the interaction starts. Like, a waitress would be like, this person seems like the type of person. But besides that, like, I mean, it's, especially when you have a like high volume, when you're busy, I mean, standards drop. Like, standards,
just get it out.
Yeah,
just
like,
get it out there.
Literally just like get food out there for most people that I've experienced. Like, people get stressed. Like, I don't know why, but most of the people that I've worked with like just start stressing, and they're like, I gotta get the food out. I gotta get the food out. So like, when we were doing breakfasts, sometimes like piece of toast is on a plate, falls on the kitchen floor, like
pick it up.
Someone might step on it, someone might not. Pick it up and brush it off.
Oh
like,
my god.
I've seen stuff like that, but I think it's more the exception than the rule. But like, I think you'd be naive to think that any restaurant you go to, things like that don't happen occasionally.
Especially like a diner and stuff like that, or when it's like Madhouse or
But
Mad
like,
Rush time.
The thing is like, it's gross, don't get me wrong, but like, even when I go to restaurants now, like, I can like, you know what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, like, you know, whatever. Yeah. To me, it's sort of like, I know what the risk is.
I'm willing to take it.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. But nothing too crazy. No one's shitting anyone's food or spitting in it or anything like that.
Damn, yeah, that is pretty crazy, though. I mean, was it you that I don't know if it was you or someone else about the burger, or something happened with. I remember some like rough story where like
tell me, because like it's probably
burger like falls in the ground, like patty and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's standing around like looking at it and like walking by it, and someone just like picks the shit back up, throws it back on the burner for like 2 seconds each side, and it's like, it's burn off, it's fine. Serve that shit to a family of 4. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't know.
I feel like I do know what you're talking about.
Somebody,
like, I might have said, like, I probably said something like that.
One of our friends, either one of our friends or us, said something about like,
but
they did something and they served that shit and they saw it right go to like some old lady and they're like, crap.
I don't know. I might have said some stupid stuff like that, but like, I would say something like that. Like, as a joke, but acting serious.
Yeah. Maybe one of the, it may have been one of
though.
It may be one of those things. Maybe you were joking around with it, but I took it serious. Yeah.
Who knows? But no, I've definitely seen like, especially meat fall on the floor and get picked up and put on the grill.
Just imagine like a little fucking steak.
Yes, and you hear it like it slaps
meat
the
slap.
ground, and then you just like.
You're like, cover that shit in gravy, send it out to the guy. Hey, good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, I've definitely seen stuff like that. I mean, I feel like customers can be like a funny thing too. Like some people are super particular, and then you can tell like some people are super cool. Like I don't know. I definitely enjoyed like working for the couple of people I did though. I don't think anyone that I worked for.
What was it? Tony? Dave? Who am I trying to think of? Who's Pearl people? I already forgot their name.
Dave and Tina.
Tina.
Tina. Yeah.
Oh god.
So they're awesome. They had that new place, Huntley's Place.
Yeah.
And then one of the dudes I worked with at the Hidden Pearl works over there now, cooking.
Dude, I can't believe you work with people that fucking are dead because of fentanyl.
Yeah. Overdose with heroin, laced with fentanyl.
I feel like I remember hearing about that, like one of them or something, but I didn't know it was two.
Yeah, the one dude.
That's crazy.
The one dude had been clean for like a long time. He was in his like 40s, like mid or late 40s. And toward the end of the summer, like just didn't show up for work one day, and like always showed up for work a couple minutes early. Like he was a cook. He was like already making stuff by the time.
Yeah, it was
anyway.
Guy.
And yeah, his friend ran up later that day and was like, "Have you seen, so and so?" And we were like, "No, he was supposed to come to work and he's not here." And like Dave, the owner's like pissed because now he has to come in and work.
Oh. And then he's like, "Where the fuck are you?" Oh, hey, this is his friend. Oh, where is he? He's dead.
Yeah, so
I imagine the owner.
And it was a good friend of like the owner, like Dave and Tina. Like
really?
They had known him since they
So they opened?
Well, no, since they had a restaurant over Ice House or what's?
Oh, really?
What's that called?
They had an Ice House on Norfolk Ave where Green Gas is?
No, not that. Right next to the Hidden Pearl, 20th Street. What is that one right there? That has like a cabana that runs off almost to the bike path.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called. I don't know. I stay away from that area.
Anyway, yeah, I try to. They in that place, and they knew him from then. But he died, and then another girl. So I was saying that the dude who had a relapse on meth, I was good friends with him. Like, I took him. So he didn't drive because he had a DUI. He was staying in a halfway house, basically.
Yeah.
And like I was hanging out with him a bunch. I would drive him. Like I drove him to get his phone bill taken care of. I remember you drove to his mom's house a bunch because I was driving one of his brother's friends.
I remember you driving someone for work a lot. I do remember that.
And like did a bunch of stuff for him. He was trying to move out of the halfway house, so like he needed like stuff for moving and all that to be helped. So I was helping him with all that. And then after he got all moved in the first week, he was moving out with other people in that house, which I don't think was a good idea. Because they all got their freedom to do whatever they wanted. And they had like a party where they all had whatever else going on. And I think he got back hooked to it. So he goes off the deep end. The other girl that I'm working with is known drug addict.
I remember the girl dying.
Known drug addict, like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, listen, like, please do not ever go down there. Like, we were sitting here witnessing this dude, like, go off the deep end. And she's apparently sober. I don't know if that's true or not. But I'm like, if you ever need to talk to anyone, like, whatever, like,
I'm here.
Yeah, like, and come to find out, so wild, that fall, like, so the Hidden Pearl stops in the fall. A couple weeks or so after we closed, the dude who I said went on that, like, meth binge thing, who got fired and, like, pissed off the owners, Dave and Tina, texted all of us and was like, Andrea's dead. And oh my god.
That's not fun. That's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. I shouldn't laugh. Jeez, I'm gonna get so much fucking hate for that. God dang, man. Oh my. It's not funny. It's not funny. But I just imagine getting a full blown text.
But the thing was just like,
out of the blue.
we didn't even know if we believed him.
Yeah.
Because like Who knows? So Dave and Gina looked into it, and yeah, man, she overdosed. And she had
that's sad.
She had a bunch of kids.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
Really?
like the youngest one I think was like 10.
Okay, that's heartbreaking now.
Yeah,
Jesus.
but I mean, it's wild working at the oceanfront. So many people like that.
Dude, people that work there and tourists that come down there.
Yeah,
Tourists are another story.
tourists are wild.
Tourists, dude, I feel like every year tourists get more and more crazy. We're less and less give a shit about.
Yeah, they were getting more and more bold.
Yeah, they just really don't care. So I feel like this is gonna be the summer of craziness because everyone's been locked up in their houses all day. They take vacation and they're gonna be like, I've been living in my house for a whole year. Like, I'm doing whatever I want tonight. Like,
Dude,
it's gonna be crazy. All right, now
I'm not going down to the oceanfront after dark.
I'm already predicting it, man. We should take the podcast to the streets and ask people questions.
That would be funny.
Yeah. There's a guy, I found a guy on TikTok. Literally has like maybe 1,000 followers on TikTok. But he does like the phone interviews. Like a guy on a camera, he has his phone like as a mic.
Uh-huh.
And he asks people questions on like the boardwalk and everything.
That's awesome.
That was pretty funny. I commented and I was like, yeah, I'll live be like, keep it up, dog. Like, this is great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool.
What was he asking him?
Like the typical like 5 inches long enough, what's your body count, like stuff like that, like the typical kind of like F-boy questions and stuff.
That's funny. I used to watch this dude who would do like almost like riddles, like just like funny things like what weighs more, like a pound. It's like the ones that get people, yeah. Like a pound of feathers or a pound of steel. And people are like...
Have you seen that, like, that little skit or the whatever? Is it the commercial, like the skit, where it's like a British guy or something like that? And they're doing it, and the guy says that, it's a kilogram of steel weighs more than a kilogram of feathers because steel weighs more than feathers. And everyone's like, no, like, they're both a kilogram. He goes, what? Like, he's like not getting it. And they bring out a scale of a bag of 1 like kilograms of feathers in a bag. They put on the scale and they put 1 kilogram of like metal in there. And he looks so confused. And he's like, I don't get it, but steel is heavier than feathers.
And who was this?
I'll have to pull it up. It was on YouTube. It was, I think it's some type of skit.
But yeah, he'd do that or be like,
see, there's this guy. Look, I'll play. It's 1 minute.
Ever wanted the sensation
Nice
like you're
ass.
floating on
Love the
air?
ad.
You can with Skechers' new Glide Step footwear.
Damn.
It's like you're floating as our Aero Comfort
10
outsoles give you a
seconds of an
comfortable
ad.
soft
Can't
landing
skip
that
it.
propel you forward. Plus, they have Skechers'
Communism.
exclusive Air Cool memory foam. Try Skechers' new Glide Step.
Fuck Skechers.
Got a question for you. What's heavier, a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers? That's right, it's a kilogram of steel, because steel is heavier than feathers. What do you mean?
They're both a kilogram.
But steel's heavier than feathers.
I know, but they're both a kilogram.
What?
He's like not getting it.
It doesn't prove anything. Steel's heavier than feathers.
I know, but look, they're both a kilogram, right? So they're the same?
I wouldn't want to look at the size of it. That's cheating. They're the same
No,
weight.
it's a kilogram.
That's so funny.
So great. Oh.
I'm trying to, or he'll ask like, you know,
I suck at riddles. We do riddles on Friday for work in our like morning meetings, and I literally won't leave the meeting till I get one. I like tell everyone like if I don't get them, like another one, and they'll be like, guys, Benton needs to get one. Like,
that's funny.
Gotta be able to feel good for the day. I'm like, yeah, I do.
I can't remember all the other ones you would do. Like, you know, I feel like you would ask things like, when was the War of 1812? Or like...
I was like, I literally... Watch the instant replay of my face right there. It's literally goes like I literally thought about...
That's what I'm saying. Like, it like gets people, the stupid, silly things that he would say.
Lol. Watch my face on that one. It's bad.
I know. I saw your face.
That one got me.
I saw you thinking about it.
That one got me. Shit.
So when was the War of 1812? Oh,
2 seconds it got me on that one.
but
Yeah.
I would like to do something like that. It'd be funny.
Yeah. There's a guy, and I think he's in Texas. I want to say he's in Austin. It's this guy, this pretty cute, like blonde guy, like ripped and everything.
But he's blonde.
No, blonde.
Oh, I thought you said blind.
No, blonde guy. And he asks people like, what? He's on like almost like a Bourbon Street, you know, in Louisiana, but it's like in Austin, Texas, whatever like their street is.
Yeah.
That's always just popping with college students, all these people that are just pissed drunk, like, and he's just asking like questions. But I do love the guy that asks people questions. I think it may be the same guy that you're talking about, but asks people questions like, how many states are in the United States?
Yeah.
And they'll literally be like,
how do you feel about women's suffrage?
Someone's. Oh yeah. That's the best one. What do you think about women's suffrage? And they're like, I hate it.
It's terrible.
I hate women suffering. And the guy's like, yep, exactly. Like, dude, facts. And
oh my god.
but I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. The guy was like, how many states are there? And lady was like, well, we got 13 colonies plus like something like House of Democrats. Goddamn 47. And the guy just goes, correct, nice.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to love when they would be like, they would give the wrong answer and the guy would be like, yeah, that's right. And
dude. There's a guy on TikTok that I've been seeing stuff like that asks people
That's
questions,
funny.
and no matter what, he always says, correct, nice job, dude. Like, yeah, thanks.
we're gonna spread some positivity today. We're gonna tell people they're right, even when they're wrong.
Dude, I saw. Well, you're not on TikTok, are you? Well, there's a whole thing about like you say a word like the main like this. I think what started all, but it's been around for a while. But they've been saying like Candace. Like, I'm gonna go see Candace, and then you'll be like, "Who's Candace?" And I'm like, "Candace dick in your mouth," like something like that. You know, totally immature. But I saw one on TikTok today that I saved. Because this girl took a video of herself and was like, it said something about it's crazy how there's only one state in the United States that starts with a K, which is Kentucky, and
Kansas.
and then like ends it or something, and everyone in the comments is all like, what about Kansas, and she replies to each one saying like, Kansas dick fit in your mouth, boy. I don't know.
That's so funny.
I don't know why I found that shit so funny.
And that was on TikTok?
Yeah, it was on TikTok.
That's
she literally
funny.
replied back to every single person in the comments like, Kansas dick fit in your mouth, Kansas dick fit in your mouth. Just replied to everybody. And got everybody.
That is really
so
funny.
good.
You got me.
Yeah. No, there's my favorite podcast, not to talk about a podcast on a podcast.
Podcast subs.
Yeah. Tiny Meat Gang, Cody Co, Noel. Noel got Cody one time and said, can you believe about this Malone Brown? Like, the guy's going off. And Cody's like, Malone Brown? And he's like, yeah. He's like, who's Malone Brown? Malone Brown dick in your mouth. And Cody's like, no!
That's funny.
It's so great. Oh man, yeah, those get me sometimes. Yeah, but the Candace one is what has been really big. Like, started the trend on TikTok at least.
That's
the
really
Malone
funny.
Brown, that one, they did that. Noel got Cody like on that like a year ago.
Really?
Oh yeah, their podcast is great.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I'm trying to think any updates, stuff that's going on, and we're gonna talk about crypto in a little bit. We do a little quick crypto segment here. Things have been down, I think.
Yeah, things have been down. Let's see where it's at right now. I think it was at 40.
If you don't want to hear about crypto, skip 5 minutes ahead.
38.99 is where Bitcoin's at. 38.99. So right at like 39,000 almost, and Ethereum's at 3,000.
Wait, really?
Oh, 2,800.
Okay, I've also look at that shit too.
I always just round up or down. Like if it was at 36, I'd be like, it's a 35. Because at that point, it's just...
Yeah, I was, like I said, I told you, the only thing that I have made money on, I've only made money on one crypto, and that's it. I've made $29 off Polygon. That's the only thing I've made money on. Every single other thing, every single one else, I'm down $5 each one because I put $10 into all these things just for funsies.
You bought the top.
Yeah, I straight up bought the top, and everything has gone down.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, but it wasn't that much money.
No, it was $100, and I put $10 into.
I put more than that in Bitcoin a week.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm like. Yeah. So, whatever. I'll go fuck. I don't care.
Dude, I'm definitely bullish on Bitcoin.
Not Doge yet?
I mean, the thing about Doge to me is like, it could be useful for like cash, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Doge is tough for me because I know that like a lot of people like it and it has confidence, but I don't necessarily.
It just has so much hype.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's
So much social media hype on it. I don't like it. But I watched. Dude, obviously y'all can tell I'm watching too much TikTok because I'm literally about to say again. I saw a TikTok. Probably should take a break.
Benton loves TikTok.
Yeah, it's really bad. I should probably get off it, but maybe tomorrow. I'm not addicted. Okay.
I don't have a problem.
I don't have a problem. I can stop when I want.
I'm in control.
Yeah. But this TikTok, the guy was like, if you could see into the future, 5 minutes or like 10 minutes into the future, like, what would you do? And the guy just goes, I would make all my money in the financial market, like cryptos and everything like that. And everyone was like, you're the only person that would say that. Like, I would do gambling. Like, I know what slots are gonna win and stuff like that, or what the roulette's gonna hit. Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, that's what I would go do. I mean, you do roulette, even if you just see 1 or 30 seconds of the future, or 1 minute into the future. You do roulette. It's a what? It's a 32 multiple, right?
I have no clue.
I think roulette is 1 to 32 numbers, I want to say.
Okay.
Or maybe the 37 because you start actually at double zeros with that green one. I don't know.
Yeah, but like
obviously
I know different one. Like there's one number that's like the only green number.
Yeah, that's double zeros, I believe.
And that's worth how much?
I don't know. Let's see.
What
Let's
is
pull
that?
up.
Times your money.
Roulette.
Most you can win at a roulette table.
Payouts. Roulette payouts. Here we go. So let's see here.
The only time I've seen roulette was on a cruise, and bro, I was watching people spend like 20 grand.
Yeah, dude.
I was like,
I don't.
I'm standing there like 18 years old, like, what's going on?
All right, so it's called a straight up, which is a number.
Yeah.
Which is when you put something just on a number.
Not
which is what I was
straddling
talking
four
about.
numbers or nothing. Yeah,
not on a
just
corner or anything.
yeah.
On a number straight up, it's a 35 multiplier.
35 times.
So you put $1 on it, you get
$35.
$35. Put $1,000 on it, you get 35,000.
I get it. Yeah.
So yeah, if I saw the future, I'd literally go put all my life savings
Dude, that's wild.
on this or whatever the table maximum is. I'd put it on there and then hit it and then win all that money and go to another casino. Okay, I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna get fucking
shot.
I'm gonna get shot or like beat up if I do that shit. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cash out.
But you can see in the future, so you know where they're gonna be at, so you can get away.
I can only see like 1 minute. But we talked about this. Remember about in the future, like is there a time delay or a recharge time? Can I just?
Is it like a muscle?
Because if you can see 1 minute into the future always, then you can just always be 1 minute into the future, like constantly, like always in the future.
Do that again for me. I like it.
Yeah. So, yeah, but I would do one casino, go to was it Grand MGM or something, and then head over to Bellagio, like, and then literally hit every casino, hit every casino on the Strip, do it, cash out, fucking get myself, go to the private jet airport, pay a pilot in cash. What do they say? Take me home, bitch. And
Take me home, bitch.
And we roll home, and I deposit all that shit into the bank, and they come after me.
Dude, I was thinking about that the other day I don't know. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about like the mega lottery, and when it was at $1 billion or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's in.
I think the last time it was at $1 billion was when you were in college still, and we bought.
What's the highest Mega Millions?
We bought Powerball, or is it Powerball? I don't know. Powerball tickets.
You're talking too much. I was on the speaker thing, and you kept talking. What's that?
I'm sorry.
Dang it. 1.5 bill.
1.5. I remember when you were in
1.586.
college, though, we got.
Was that it? Let's see. This was
Powerball.
in. Yeah, this was in 2016. That was the biggest one, and then there was one in 2018, and then another one in 2019. The three that when I was in college were 16, 18, and 19 at 1.5, 1.58, 1.53, and then 768 million.
I say anytime the Powerball or a lottery gets over $1 billion, I'll play.
Oh, hell, that's what I do. I think that's what I did. We go in there.
If it gets over $1 billion, I'll play.
Yeah.
Because, like, dude, that's insane.
Yeah, it is. But really quick, just so the viewers can know about roulette. I actually already lost the
35
there it
times.
is. So yeah, you put something right on the number, 35 multiplier. You do a split, which is where you put it on a line in between two numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That's 17 multiplier. If you if you put it on the street, what it's called, which covers like a row, like 3 of them, then that's 11. That covers a row. That's 11 multiplier. A corner.
Yeah.
Corner is what it's 4.
Okay.
No, that's 8 multiplier. And then it starts going down there.
I saw when I was on the cruise, people were playing a lot of corners. You would see like chips stacked this high.
Yeah, you're gonna do a lot of corners.
It's
an 8 multiplier and stuff like that. You're picking 4. You're pretty good on it. I mean, that's I feel like it's pretty good, at least for what I think. Or you could do an F, or it's labeled F, but you can do a line, which is a multiplier of 5, which covers 6 numbers.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Do a 5 multiplier. I mean, you just keep doing that. You should be okay.
But like there would be people who would do like a line, a corner,
a
and
single,
stack it on which one
and then
they
like
thought.
a red or a black or something.
Yeah.
Because obviously you go red or black, which is just a times 1 multiplier.
So you get what you put on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I would probably always be playing red and black.
That's where a lot of people play. A ton of people play that. But I want to see what.
Did you know, and I don't know if this is true or not, but my statistics teacher at TCC said, I think it was roulette. For a while, they didn't have the screen that showed you what has been
what's been hit what
already.
Hasn't. Oh, really?
And the game was a losing game.
Oh, yeah.
No, for the house. The house was losing money. So they added a screen that showed like what was picked last. And it messed with people's heads so much because they were thinking too much about what has already come.
Oh, it hasn't hit a 17 in like 5 turns. Like, it's got to hit it.
And it turned it into a winning game for the house. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I thought it was really interesting because we were talking about how, like, I think, like, data and, like, points and things like that can, like, make you think you have, like, a lot of information, but it can also, like, hurt you, too, because if you don't know how to use the information.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm honestly, I've never really gambled before. Like, I mean, I've been to Vegas a couple times, but I've never been like in the casino, like actually like gambling. It was on
Like
the
a
cruise.
top hat and a cane.
Yeah, it was on the cruise. I didn't gamble.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do like if I'm ever in the like one of the airports or something that has slot machines, I'll literally throw.
Did you want to do the Queen machines?
I've done one of those. Colin helped me with that, and
That's
I
sort
won.
of gambling.
Yeah, I think I won $20.
They call it a skill-based game.
Yeah, I don't know. Colin does very good.
That's
Colin's very good at gambling. I'll put it that. Well, his gambling though is not traditional gambling. He does the Queen's game, which is like a skilled slot type of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how it works though.
I don't know how it works either. But then he's also good at FanDuel or
like
is it FanDuel
and DraftKings.
DraftKings, yeah. Sports bettings. He's very good at sports bettings. I'm very surprised. He's done very well with it. I think I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna make a profile. Just give him a portfolio of money and my password and stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, whatever bets you make, just make it on mine, brother, and I'll give you.
Some people can make their living like that.
Yeah, that is crazy. I guess people would say that
the stock market
is.
People do say the stock market's gambling.
Gambling. It's not gambling if you freaking know it's gonna happen. Oh man.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Great. So we'll get into a card segment now. This is just where we have a deck of cards with a bunch of questions on it. It brings the topic and we just talk about it. So we'll see what we get for today. How do you define success? A billionaire.
You have to be a trillionaire like Bezos.
Yeah, I would say.
No.
How do you define success? I mean, obviously, like, Jesus. Some of these questions always sound, or my answers to some of these questions always so, like, time heals all wounds, like that, like, basic ass crap. But I would say
basic. That's
I
all we're
am,
getting at
dude.
here.
I took a test like a couple of weeks ago that told me I'm the most average person in the world. Like,
He's white girl basic.
I am. I'm so basic and like normal and like
nothing wrong with that.
literally like my height and everything was like average.
It
like,
all depends on how you define
everything.
Success.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It depends on how you define success, what your goals are, like what you accomplish. I don't know. I would say success.
He hates this. He hates
I
that.
fucking hate this so much. I would say success is, I don't know, making it through the day.
Making it through the day is
Not
success.
dying. I
Not
don't know.
dying.
I always find success if I wake up in the morning.
There you go.
And that sounds kind of
You're successful every day, man.
that sounds kind of morbid.
you're not.
Like I know it sounds kind of dark. Like I made it through another day. Great. Like, but man, no. But I see it as I made another day. Cool. I'm still here. Obviously, there's a reason I'm still here. Like, let's keep going with it. Like, success, baby. Like, I didn't die in my sleep.
I didn't die in my sleep.
No one killed me. I didn't kill me. Like, everything's good. Like, success.
One more day.
That's the people in my office or the account managers. They always ask like, "What's a personal goal, of yours
To get through the day.
that you made this week?" And I literally go, "That I made it through the week without dying." They just go, "Benton, you can't say that."
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
And I go, "Well, how about you just stop asking me that question then? Because I'm gonna keep giving you that answer." I don't care.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, I'd definitely say like success depends on like your plan. Like if you make a plan, like I guess if you executed on your plan and stuck to it, or like if you needed to improve it, what you did. Like I guess it really depends on you, in my opinion. Like in a way.
Yeah, success is a very individual thing.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely like. I think that it becomes a group thing if you like have a close group of friends that like you keep in the loop like that, like that can hold you accountable and sort of not say if you're successful necessarily or not, but like be like, like here's where you've done really good, here's where you can improve, and like things like that. So, I mean, all sorts of different types of success. Making it through the week.
Yeah. Made it through another week. Thank God. Tomorrow's Friday, baby.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Oh, jeez.
You got anything crazy going on this weekend?
It's graduation weekend, high school graduation.
Yeah.
So, Catherine is graduating on Saturday. So, going to see her graduate, and then we got parties and stuff like that, which is going to be nice.
That'll be fun.
And easy weather is looking good. So, I'm happy about that because it's been a crappy week, I feel like, with the weather. It's been really wet.
It's been good for my garden.
Yeah. My plants are drowning out there, but
They'll be alright.
yeah. They'll be fun. They'll be fine. But yeah, I would say success is it's what you make it.
Success is what you make
I
it.
hate that. I sound like some pyramid scheme Ponzi I sound like a schmuck.
A schmuck.
I sound
like I wear a tie and I fucking walk around New York.
Yeah, I feel like a schmuck when I say that. That's what you make it. It's what defines you.
I'm on a YouTube ad.
Yeah, I know. Knowledge. What do you think that guy's up to?
I still get his fucking ads.
Really? Ty?
Yes. Yeah, he's been buying
What's his name? Ty Bendez?
He's been buying
Ty Lopez.
Yeah, Ty Lopez. He's been buying... That's why I thought about the Blockbuster thing. Because he's been buying big name retailers that have only been brick and mortar and turning them into online that are bankrupt and out of business. So this isn't one of them, but Sears, making Sears an online thing only. So I got an ad for it and I was like, huh, someone should do that with Blockbuster because that shit would be funny.
Freaking Ty Lopez.
Knowledge.
No, just chilling in my garage with my Lamborghini.
But you know what I like more than my Lamborghini? Knowledge.
All these books.
Yep. I don't even know, what was that an ad for? His book or something?
I don't even know. Some get-rich-quick scheme that I think actually worked. Because... or, that worked for him.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's definitely... That's the thing, dude, you can make so much money doing the, it's insane.
Ty Lopez, net worth. $10 million. Wow.
Yeah.
American businessman and motivational speaker.
And, think about that. $10 million is a lot of money. But, it's not that much. You know?
Wait, I don't know this one. This one says that he makes $5 million a month, so he makes $60 million a year. That's what this one says. Whoa! What the? Yeah, no, it's $60 million. He's 43 years old. It said that this one was wrong. It's not 10. 10 is what he makes in a week.
That's what he makes in a week.
He makes $60 million. By literally...
He doesn't make 10 in a week. He makes basically $1 million a week.
He literally talks to people.
$1 million a week.
Hey, man, he makes, yeah. But I'm saying...
52 weeks in a year.
Oh, shit, yeah, you're right, yeah.
Because I remember the Wolf of Wall Street was
he was just shy. He said he was really mad because he was...
Just shy of $1 million.
I think he made 50 something.
Yeah, 50.
51,000 something.
50 million.
Yeah. Last year, and he was pissed because that was just shy of $1 million a week or something. That's what he was saying. Yeah, that's in the very beginning when the Ferrari's driving and stuff like that. God, I love that movie. You know, other the movie I like, Forrest Gump. God, I love Forrest Gump.
I've never seen it.
Really, man, absolutely love that movie. I don't know why.
I'll have to come back. I'll have to watch it.
The movie gets me. You need to watch that in the City of Ember.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah. We need to get on that. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it for this one here. So that's wrap on week 6.
Episode 6. Let's start calling them episodes.
Instead of week. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Episode 6. We're going live. Everything should be put up by now. Got a good stockpile. So that way y'all can start commenting.
And what I was thinking, we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna talk about things off camera, and then we'll see.
Oh. All right. Cool. Well, we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.